Unreal World is one of the oldest survival games, and honestly, one of the more slept-on experiences, despite boasting a pretty rugged survival experience. And if you remember last week, I went ahead and made a video on it. But after making it, I really didn't want to end things off there. So welcome back everyone into the far north. And today, we will be continuing our journey of self-sustenance. And instead of surviving just 7 days, I want to survive 100. We might die on the way, but I want to give this game a real proper shot. So let's see how long we survive on our new journey. You know, I really wasn't expecting to make a series out of this game, but here we are, surviving our 7th day, and if I have anything to say about it, I want to see my 100th. Anyways, everyone, welcome back to Unreal World. If you guys remember last episode, we went ahead, killed 2 reindeer calves, and finally setting up some traps to capitalize on long-term survival. And that's gonna be the focus today. Because now that we've stabilized, we can actually look forward to the future without starving to death. And so, before I do anything else, I would like to describe what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be setting up some more trap lines, we're going to start to create bowls for trading, and finally, we are going to do a little bit more hunting. And that's really it for the short, long term of this episode, but the one thing that I would want to do in an overarching set of episodes is build ourselves a log cabin. But it's gonna require a lot of work, and it's actually why I decided we need to trade, right? Because as it stands right now, in order to make stuff like cellars, fences, parts of the wooden building, we need boards. And in order to make boards, we need an axe. Now, we can make a stone axe from materials that we have already, such as a slender trunk, rope, and a knife, but the only problem with it is that you can't create boards from it, which kind of limits its use. It also takes 1.5 years to create anything with it, so it's kind of out of the question when a log cabin is gonna take me about, I would say, 3 weeks of time. So yeah, we need to make enough money in order to trade for an actual metal axe and preferably a metal knife. Which means we have to use our carpentry skill in order to make wooden bowls and cups, so we can actually barter it. Though it doesn't mean I don't need the axe, as we do need it in order to create the bowls to sell off. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do after I am done setting up the traps. There we are, we finally have 7 traps all set up throughout the area, and I decided to have it pretty close by to my shelter so I can check them in a single evening, right? We got 2 sites over here, 1 site over there, and 1 final one. Actually, that's it. Yeah, we have 2 on each one. Okay, yeah, no, that adds up. Awesome sauce. Now that we got those, we've found ourselves a black goose. A very nice feathery bird. If we kill this thing early, I will have a bunch of feathers to make future arrows out of, so let's see if we can sneak up ahead, get as close as possible, finally throwing our javelin right towards its torso. Come on. Gosh, come on, Krug! Oh, okay, no, that'll do it. Well, we tried. We'll have a bunch more chances in the future. For now, we're gonna head home, and we're gonna focus on the next thing, which is going to be harvesting this birch tree for birch bark rope, because we need it for our axe, and we also need it in order to create some birch bark shoes and a cap so I'm not, you know, completely naked out in the middle of nowhere. And in order to process it, all we need to do is peel bark from the tree, which is going to take a few hours, giving me 72 foot of birch bark strips. Now, we also hear something pretty particular from the north, a nice yelp. It's also snowing when I'm just butt naked out here, but more importantly, there was a yelp. I did decide to set up a small trap over to the north, and I think we got ourselves a little guy. Which means our trap line is already working. I'm so sorry, little guy, you are gonna keep me fed, and your fur will do perfect for me to process. And finally, we carry out a perfect blow right to its skull. All we have to do now, though, is just reset the trap. Bada boom. It's ready to give me even more food. How are our traps going up here? Yeah, there's nothing over there. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go to sleep, and I will tan the rest of it tomorrow. skinning the hide, butchering the carcass, rebaiting the trap, and cooking up the rest. Oh man, it's crazy how fast you can actually harvest up these animals and get them tanned up the next day. But after a few hours, it should be ready to process. And in even better news, our 2 hides that we had before are ready to finally be beaten out and used as actual furs. So all we need right now is a workbench or a working surface and a beater. So we are gonna have to make ourselves a wooden club, but thankfully we should have a... Do we have a log nearby? Oh, cool, we do. It's right here. It was a little bit hidden by the log, but we do have a tree trunk here, which means we need the club next. Bada boom, we have ourselves a crude club, giving us the ability to finish off these furs. Now, it is only 2 pounds of fur, but that is 1 successful cycle we've had of getting furs. I am just gonna hold on to them for now, and we can focus on making stuff out of them later, or we might just sell them in order to get ourselves an axe, right? For now, we are on our next big quest, and that's gonna be an axe, which we can make right now as soon as we process the birch bark we got into actual rope. Okay, never mind. We need way more birch bark strips. So I'm gonna go collect some. It's probably gonna take a few days, but we have all this food to last us quite a while. So yeah, we're gonna check our trap lines and life will go on. I will see all of you in a little bit when we have ourselves a finished axe. And a cap and shoes on top of it because why not? Alrighty everyone, it's been about 2 days since you've last seen me, and we have a few updates. For one, we have our cap and shoes, so now we no longer are walking out with our dogs out. 2, we have a bunch more pelts being tanned because we got ourselves a couple of birds in our traps. And from the way things are going right now, I think we're gonna have a bunch more birds to process up later. In a bit worse of news though, our food is starting to go stale, namely our reindeer cuts, so we aren't getting as much nutrition from them. They are still edible though, but finally, what's even better is we have our stone axe, which allows me to chop down trees and turn those trees into blocks so I can make bowls. And with those bowls, we could make a lot of money. The only real problem is that we are currently right over here, and in order to reach a place that actually has traders, we need to move it up northwest to that big yellow block there, which is a cultural region. So yeah, we do have ourselves quite the journey ahead of us. So now that we have this, we're gonna be skipping ahead in time even more in order to make the bowls. Though before I do skip ahead time, I am a little bit curious about the distant trap lines we've made recently. So we'll go give them a small peek before we do anything else. There, we got nothing. Over here, we have nothing. And over here, we have nothing. Okay, swing and a miss. They're still giving me food, which is all that I really care about. So yeah, now begins the fun part of making bowls. I will see all of you tomorrow. Okay, bad news everyone, it is a new day, we have survived, but I screwed up the hide making process for these 2 skins, and they rotted away because I took too long to make them. So yeah, that's a massive loss for my end, but you know, it is what it is I guess. We do have one that is currently being tanned pretty well. I definitely will keep that in mind. For now, if you guys don't know how to make a bowl, all you have to do is chop down a tree, then chopping the felled tree into blocks, finally making a bowl with a block of wood, an axe, and a knife, which is going to take me around 3 full hours to make. But with these rough wooden bowls, we can actually get some real work done. So yeah, that's gonna be my life. By the way, we're out of food, so we might have to start fishing again. Oh man, there's so much for me to do in so little time, but, you know, that's just how it is. I'll let y'all know if I find anything a bit bigger than a fox, though. For now, it's gonna be a lot of work. Oh my lord. Welcome back, everyone. Things, as you can tell, have not been going pretty good at all. It's currently our 3rd week of survival, I would say about day 15. We've made 6 wooden bowls, 1 leaky wooden bowl, and I have been starving the entire time. And this is the first fish we've caught in God knows how long. So we're gonna hurry up, cook this thing up, and finally stave off our hunger. And while we're doing it, we'll might as well make some more bowls. I'll be honest, I don't know how much longer we can continue with this entire thing. I mean, just sustaining out here. We are literally passing out as we cook our food, right? It's not looking good. That pike will keep me fed for a couple of days at least. So now we can get a full night's rest, and I think we ought to finish up as much as the bowls as possible. If I want to head out and trade, I want at least 14 to feel good about myself. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Hopefully RNG takes some pity on me. I think we're gonna get 1 more fish before we begin that massive journey, though. Come on, just 1. That's all I need. There it is. Okay, we can begin our dark work then. Oh my god, that's food. That's food right there. Hello, goodbye. Oh my lord, I didn't realize how big this rabbit was. We just caught ourselves a big hare carcass. 10.4 pounds of delicious goodness right there. Oh, that is a good sign. All right, we are saved, everyone. I think we're gonna process this bad boy up, and it should be enough energy for me to finally subsist. Oh, that is such a nice boon. It's literally been days since the traps were triggered, so that is gonna be food for me. We got ourselves 2 edible cuts of hare meat. I was really expecting more from it being 10 pounds. But what are you gonna do, right? At the very least, we got ourselves another hide for me to process and not screw up. By the way, I decided to not use animal fat anymore to tan our material, instead using alder bark, because we can use it and eat the fat instead, which is something that I very much enjoy. So yeah, that's how we've been tanning. But, yeah, no, that's food. Alright, I'll take it. Delicious. Well, that's gonna be the last of our roasted pike, just about. It is now, like, week number 4, and we really don't have much to show for it, but we are alive, and I think we have enough wooden bowls to trade with the traders. Now we just need to make the big trek over, right? And overall, I would say things gone pretty decently, right? We got ourselves about 60 feathers and about 5 furs for us to sell off. I hope that the villagers that we come across are okay with this half-naked man selling them very bad bowls. Actually, there's 1 good bowl out of, like, 14 terrible bowls. I hope they'll be okay with it, but we are finally ready to head on out, everyone. Oh man, we got one hell of a journey ahead of us, but we might find... Is that a wolf over there? Okay, those are wolves. That's not good. But hopefully we should make it there within a couple of days, and maybe we'll find some animals to kill along the way. Oh no, it's all islands here. This is gonna take a while, everyone. Well, at this point, we're in it to win it, so yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of traveling from here on out. Hello there. Is that a bear? Am I so desperate right now as to try and kill it? You know what? We got a couple of javelins. What's 1 bear? All we have to do is be ready to throw a javelin at a moment's notice. This could be the end of our character, I'll be completely honest. This bear is heading northwest and it's following the tree line right now. I don't have a sight line on it. It's right there. Okay. If we just continue to follow this thing, we can fatigue it out, and by the time it's fatigued, we can throw like 3 javelins in its body and finish it off that way. Good. Just a little bit more, little guy. It roars at me. That's fine. It's a baby. It also flees. Yeah, that's right. I'm not scared of you. Right, for now. For now. Why am I doing this? Whatever. Anything to get some damn food in my system. Alright, everyone. Bad news. I lost the bear. I am really sad about this. I was really hoping that would have been my break, but yeah, I spent a long time looking around it, and I'm pretty sure it led me in a circle. So, no bear for us today. That's fine. We just gotta continue forward a little bit to the village so I can sell off these damn bowls. By the way, we are actually going further away from civilization. This is terrible. We're probably gonna have to head down and south and around then. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's just head back home. Is what I would say if there wasn't an elk here. Okay, this might be my chance. It's a lone elk. The one thing we have to do is not lead into the tree line. So we're gonna run across it and get it going that way. Okay, it's time. We are gonna run this thing down if it's the last thing I do. Because as it stands right now, I am starving to death, and this elk would be a lifesaver for me. Okay, you know what? We might just... Okay, you know what? We might have to run this thing down now. It's just a small elk. It's not even exhausted. Javelin, please? Oh, so close! I already lost it. I have no idea where the hell it is in this damn rain. Okay, let's head home. Or not, please. I just need one kill. It's sleeping right now. And we missed. Why do I even try with the dang javelins? Genuine question. You know what? I'm gonna head home and we're gonna make a bow. That's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my time. Anyways, welcome home, everyone. We are going to sleep hungry, and we are gonna make ourselves a bow. Because if you remember, we did get ourselves a whole bunch of feathers from the previous trap kills, right? So in order to make a bow and arrow, we are going to need spruce twigs, a cutting weapon, and a bowstring. And in order to make the bowstring, we need 60 foot of thin cordage. The good thing is that I think we can use the furs we have to make some basic cordage. I could be wrong, and this might be where I die, but we have to try. Alrighty, we can make one set of thin leather cordage. Bada boom. 15 foot. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Please tell me we can use that to make a bowstring now. We need 60 foot. Dude. Okay, you know what? Oh, yeah, no, that just happened, huh? You know what? We have to make it over one way or another. I think we need to head back out. We need to sell these bowls. So we will do that in the morning. Okay, never mind. There's a river that continues all the way throughout the area, so I can't leave. I am basically trapped here until I make myself a boat. We need to make ourselves a boat, and in order to make a boat, we need a board, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, it's one thing after another. Can I please kill this elk? It's the last thing I need. Okay, it's an entire herd. We can do this. We just gotta get one and stick it with the pointy end. Alright, everyone, we found out where the reindeer are coming. I'm hoping that we can just get lucky with one of them. There's so many running around here, but I'm such a terrible shot with these stupid javelins that I can't kill them. It's not the same as running down a child, you know what I mean? It's a lot more work, but hopefully we can start to slowly exhaust at least one of these, and then we can pick it out and kill it. Like that small reindeer forest doe right over there. As long as we got a sight line on it, we should be a-okay. I'm coping so damn hard right now, by the way. It's bad. It's so bad. Alright, everyone. It's been a little bit. I've been running at this single small doe the entire time, and I think we finally gotten it to be exhausted, right? If we look at it right now... Alright, everyone, it has been a couple of hours of me charging at this reindeer horde, and we finally got lucky. I singled out this singular reindeer doe. It is small, but it's breathless, and we have finally won. It took every brain cell in my body to make sure I didn't lose track or that I didn't get turned around one way or another, and we finally got it. So yeah, it's time for me to eat, like for real this time. All we gotta do is finish the job. This thing is still pretty quick, by the way, so I need to make quick work of this. Where you at, buddy? Come on. It's only gonna hurt the more you run. We're gonna aim for its legs first, so it doesn't move even further. Boom. We carry out a perfect hit. We just gotta bludgeon this thing to death. It's gonna take a little bit, but, you know, we're in it to win it. So after we take out the knees, we can finish it off by hitting it in the head, right? Let's see how it's looking right now. Okay, we have crippled it. We fractured its legs. Now it's not gonna go anywhere, and we win this duel. There it is, everyone. We have finally caved in its skull, and we can eat good. Oh my god, we actually pulled it off. Okay, I'm gonna bring this bad boy back home. How much does it weigh? It weighs 186 pounds. That'll be enough for me to carry back very slowly and surely. Okay, it's gonna take a while, so you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm gonna pass out really quick. I'm going to wake up, and we're just gonna skin it out in the field right now. So let's see how many cuts of meat we get out of this damn thing. We got a reindeer skin, which has 9 pounds of fur to it. And finally, we're gonna butcher it, giving us 22 edible meats. Oh, that is good. Give me those antlers as well. I deserve it as a treat. Okay, we're gonna head home, we're gonna cook up all this food, and I'm gonna describe my entire goal. Alrighty, here we are. It feels good to be home. Are there any animals in my traps? No, there isn't. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, our current goal right now is to reach civilization on the other end. The only problem is that we need to travel out super duper far. So what I'm gonna do next episode is cook up all of this food and use that as fuel for our very long journey to civilization, right? It's the only one nearby, otherwise we are gonna have to travel out for miles. And yeah, that's all we can really do, as if we wanted to make a boat, we would need to make a raft and a paddleboard. And in order to make a paddleboard, we need a board. And because we have a stone axe, we can't make it. So we are landlocked until we make it to civilization. Anyways, I'm gonna save all of that for next episode. I'll be honest, a lot happened. I went around in circles a lot, and I starved for a majority of it. But hey, we're alive. And that's all that matters. It's currently been 4 weeks already in the wilderness, and we haven't made much progress, but I'm hoping that changes for the better next episode. Anyways, if you guys have liked this episode, make sure you like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more. I have a very small feeling it's going to get worse, but we will see. I need to make it to the 100-day mark, though, cabin or not. I will see all of you next time. Peace out, everyone.